The NRCS, they put on some programs. Oh, hold on, the wife's calling. Hello. So the NRCS has a few programs where you can get, they'll pay for half the cost. So that's what I'm doing here. I don't think they're going to pay for the panels, but they'll pay for like the gravel, stuff like that, like half of it. Up to $1,000, and you can do one per year. So we're going by specifications of what they have on the design for a heavy use area. This fabric, I went to Site Supply Midway and gave them the specifications, and this is what they gave me. And then we've got to put, I got to look at the design again, but I think it's 6 inches of number 3s down, and then 2 or 3 inches of dense grade on top of that, and pack it down real good. It ain't gonna go nowhere. I've used this stuff when I did my waters, and you know, they walk the rock down a little bit, but that's to be expected. You know, something you gotta just freshen it up ever so often. But they've held up really good, and I don't see why this isn't gonna hold up good. It'll be a nice place for them to come in and eat and stay out of the mud this winter. So we're gonna get this rolled out, and then we'll start getting some rock dumped up on it. All right, everybody. Well, we've got the fabric laid down, and now all we gotta do is put our rock on it. We'll put the number 3s down first and get all that smoothed out and packed in, and then we will throw our dense grade on top of that. So this is what it looks like with the fabric down. It's all nice and neat, and I've got, I don't remember if I told you all the dimensions of this or not, but I've got 8-foot opening for where the hay goes in right there in between, and then I've got 12 foot long, be another 8-foot panel on the end here, and then the cows have 12 foot on each side of the hay in all areas where they can stand and eat, so that they're always on solid foundation. And the only time that they're going to get off is to go eat or go get water. So they'll have a nice area to sit here and eat hay this winter, and it'll be nice because I won't be having to drive in here to put hay in. I'll put hay in right there. My hay stacked right there. Just drive down the drive and put it in right there. Won't have to worry about the mud or anything like that. I might end up throwing some rock right there, but it's not the end of the world right now. It'll be fine if I don't even get to it this year and I get to it next year, because I'm going to be very close on my rock. That will this will take pretty much all of that rock there. So I will probably won't have much left over to extend that drive. We'll drive it out like that, but that's okay, because this is the main thing. This is what's going to get all the traffic and the attention from the cows. Is this right here. So we're gonna get wrapped up and head over here and grab the bucket and get some rock and start spreading some rock out. Alright, well, we've got our base down, 6 inches of number 2s, number 3s, whatever you want to call them. You got some big stuff in here, you get the little stuff, and anyhow, and then we're going to take and we're going to top it with the dense grade. Put 2 inches of that. That's what they say I got to do. So 2 inches of that on top of 6 inches of this, and it ain't gonna go nowhere. So we're gonna take and we're gonna put some dense grade on top of that, and I tell you what, I think I'm just gonna try doing it the easy way. There we go. Got the dense grade down and walked her in with the skid steer. So packed down pretty daggone nice and tight, and it gets a couple rains on it, it'll pack down even better. Like I said, next week I'm planning on trying to get some panels if I don't have much going on. It won't be long before we have to start feeding hay, so I want to make sure I get all that ready to go, and one day on the weekend we'll get the panels fixed to the post here and we'll be good to go. So turned out pretty daggum nice, I think. Anyhow, plenty of room for them to stand on and eat hay and stay out of the mud and keep from them making my field all muddy. So well, we've got her done. Went ahead and it took me a little while to finally get back to it, but we've got her all secured up on her posts and everything. I just used some eye bolts through the post and then ran the pins through it, got everything nice and tight, and then on the other side just smoothed all that off so the cows wouldn't hit it and cut themselves on it. And then what I did too is I laid some 6-inch PVC pipe down here, and I don't have a front end loader or anything, so the reason I put that there is so I can take the tractor with 3-point, put the bale on top of there, and then push it, and it'll slide across there without scraping all the rocks up and everything else, and kind of help keep it up off the ground a little bit too, things like that. So anyhow, the grass is pretty daggum slim out there, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go up here and throw a couple bales in here. Got some bales left over from last year. We're gonna feed them first, and then got all the bales from this year. We actually just finished up baling a couple days ago and got all the bales moved here. I got like 20 bales left to move. Move them over to Mom and Dad's. But other than that, we're pretty much done with hay season, which is a good feeling because it's October. Well, this weekend will be October, and I'm ready to quit messing around with all that and get some other projects done before winter hits. So then we'll be working on the house this winter, get some things like that finished up that we didn't get done this spring. And yeah, so I did poke a hole in the tire. Well, the tires are dry rotted on the tractor, and finally a hole got poked in it, so it's leaking fluid and everything else. So I've got to grab me a tire for that and call the tire shop and have them come out and fix that this week. I'd do it myself if it didn't have the fluid in it, but I don't have a good way to mess with the fluid, and it's easier just to have them come out and pump it out and throw a new tire on it and put it back in it. So that's what we've got going on. So we're going to take and throw a couple bales in here, and that'll be about it for today. I've got some mowing I'm going to do, mowing the yard and stuff like that, and turned out to be a pretty nice day. It's nice and cool. Rained a little bit this morning, not enough to even get the daggum ground wet, but it did rain a little bit, and sun's out. Feels pretty daggum good out today. So we're going to get some mowing done and things like that, and then I'm going to go see my nephew who was born a week ago. So we're going to go see him tonight and see how he's doing, and probably grab something to eat tonight. So let's throw some bales of hay in here.